Hello everyone and welcome to a spooky stream. I'm playing Scarlet Hollow. It's free to play on Steam, well, for the first episode. And it's actually a Kickstarter right now, so if you're watching this on YouTube, then there should still be 4 days left on the Kickstarter, so if you like it, please check it out. Really excited to play this. My name is Demon. You live in the city of dance. Select gender. Be her. Select 2 traits. Traits unlock additional pets and dialogue options. Strong, athletic, pinnacle of fitness, can shotgun a root beer in 3 seconds. Strange and unusual, you see the threats of reality in a way others cannot. Street smart, smells bullshit, also good at bullshit. No door can hold you. Observant, pick up on vibes, understands other perspectives, keen eye. Book smart, you know a lot of fun facts, research is your favorite activity. Straight A student. And hot, attractive, charming, people want to be with you or be you. I like street smart. Might just go with hot, just for the fun of it. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are awake again and still exhausted. For a moment you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it, but as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of her mother, your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So, anyway, as I was saying... Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not even sure he stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. And me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Oh, that's mean. Dude, what's wrong with you? Dude, what's wrong with you? Pushing joggers into the harbor. That's awful. What if they drowned? Yeah, I was such a shithead back then. I'm still a bit of a shithead. But hey, nobody's perfect. So this girl comes up on us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend and he said it hurt a lot. So I guess she was really mad, though, and not just playing. But she kept swinging and she was getting closer and closer to the edge. So soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh, but we fished her out and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Though about 5 months ago she tried to break up with me, like for real, and geez, you ever just get so mad you just like wanna kill somebody? Nobody's ever broken up with me, so I can't really relate. Yeah, to someone like you I must sound a little unhinged. But if anyone ever does try to break your heart, you might be surprised by what it does to you. It'll make you think things you never thought you would. I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to her son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm like into that stuff, so I might just wind up on the bus to New York or something instead. I always want to go there. Smart move, get out while you still can. You don't want to get saddled with some kid at your age. Go out and be free, have fun in New York. You're right, I should enjoy my youth while I have it. Plus her mom is there, she's not like she's alone. And her mom doesn't like me much, so I'll probably just make things super stressful. She'll understand, she's chill. More you shouldn't be a dad, but... Anyway, why'd you say you were headed? I didn't. No need to be nasty, I was just asking, not like I'm gonna follow you off the bus or anything. So, if you aren't getting off at my stuff, then you must be headed to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other stop until the bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way, though, come to think of it. I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in a mine. There's a coal mine up in the Holler, you see. And there's always a job listing or two on the board around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while, now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook, see how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. He looks back at his phone, for one focused on something other than you. Ah, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles to his back before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at the gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. No thank you. You put your hand up and say no. I'm not really hungry. There's still a good 45 minutes left in your journey, pal, assuming nothing goes wrong. Best to have them on hand. The young man sets the peanut down on the empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in the peanut brine. Oh, gross. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Ah, so gross. And just like that, you're alone. Though the stranger's peanuts remain on his seat, now that he's gone, you don't see any need to take his soggy leftovers. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop. It brakes, squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. Well, the sign reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous at best. It's a kiosk. So, for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as the bus pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Hey, demon. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. make a first good impression with a winning smile. Your smile always had a special effect on people, even when they're your blood relative. You flash a grin and give your condolences. Tabitha, it's so nice to finally meet you. I was sorry to hear about your mom. Thanks. For a brief moment, Tabitha is put at ease before she quickly straightens up and annoyance returns to her face. It might not have been much, but you can confidently notch up another victory courtesy of the winning demon smile. Come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she's focused on the road. Tip: dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. How are you holding up? Fine. You don't seem fine to me. Look, I know a bluff when I see one. You don't have to hide how you're feeling around me, or family, even if we just met. She signs a particularly heavy sign. Look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine, really. Tabitha stares straight ahead, her expression tense and icy. So, the funeral. It's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Open casket, embalming, reception. Have you worked out all the details yet? Yep, taken care of. Don't need any help. Tabitha stares straight ahead, her expression tense and icy. Yeah, I'm not going to say this, because that's actually really weird. Have you ever actually met? I'm pretty sure this is the first time, right? Yep, you have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess. Is there bad blood between us? I'm sorry, but is there bad blood between us? All I know is my mom left and she was mad at this side of the family, but I don't know much beside that. Your cousin stares ahead, her expression icy. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the Step Mountain Road. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. The old family homestead. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to dingy apartments in great cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning underneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. A jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that you should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. As soon as you enter, you're hit with a blast of dusty air. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive. Each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the ashes and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering around anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bedroom and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. I thought y'all were loaded. Can't you afford to fix this dump? dagger-filled eyes are as much of an answer as you're going to get. Let's get this tour over with. Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through long, dusty hallways. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor. You do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Jenny. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ears off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac or cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Is there somewhere in town to buy food? I might want to eat something other than peanut butter and jelly this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online though, so I wouldn't be going with you. Sweet, thanks. Cool, good talk. What an incredible kitchen. This is so nice. It's so much bigger than what I'm used to in the city. Is that a kitchen island? Is it a cat? I didn't even notice the cat. Oh. It is. Thank you. Alright, what's next? Bedroom. Follow me. Wait, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Pet cat. Aww. Before following your cousin down the hall, you decide to pet the cat. She bites you hard and hisses violently. Tabitha signs. As you've now learned, you should not pet Frou-Frou. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Come on, the bedroom awaits. Aww, I wanted to pet the kitty. You once again follow Tabitha through a long dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate those spaces, but for the time being you feel lucky to have not fallen to the floors. Guest bedroom. Not much to show, it's a bedroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. Oh, come on. It is a nasty, wretched bedroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint on the floor. Jesus. Just lie. I absolutely love it. I always wanted one of these bathtubs with little feet on it. Glad you like it. That bathtub is an extremely valuable antique. Lift toilet seat, I guess. You lift the toilet seat, bugs skitter from the bowl. Ah, oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't want to use it. You aren't desperate enough for this. You know, on second thought, I don't think I need to go. You might as well try since we're here. Ah, suck it up. Ah. A toilet is a toilet, sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Frick, that was gross. Next up, guest bedroom. Let's stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot. It has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Jenny wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kids to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes off, but you can use the dresser, it should be empty. Yeah, let's just Be nice. What an inviting room. How'd you know how much I love cherubs? The chest is to die for. I'm surprised to see that you have such discerning taste. Every last piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations. I guess I'll start to get settled. Follow me, I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Where are you going? To work. Somebody has to pay the bills around here. Okay. I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. Alright. We'll see, there's a lot that needs to get done this week. Your cousin leaves through the front door, and now it's just you. You and this sprawling, decrepit estate. Yeah, let's eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only things louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this Asian place. A peanut butter and jelly sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your first food poisoning. To get started, you probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, plates, and a knife. Approach Frou-Frou. The cat hisses as you draw near, but remains firmly in place. This is clearly Frou-Frou's spot on the counter. Better. You put out your hand in an attempt to pet Frou-Frou. She bites you viciously. Honestly, what were you expecting? The cat emits a loud growl as you casually back away. It was worth trying again. Fridge. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, "Janie, stay out," in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, "Okie dokie." Nice. You open the fridge, you already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Takes jelly. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sign of relief when you realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. All you need now is a plate, a knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close the fridge and keep looking. Close the fridge. You return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. Search the pantry. Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Jesus, look at all the boxes. And a dead mouse. Take bread. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great, one step close to the satisfying snack. All you need now is a plate, a knife, and some peanut butter. Take the peanut butter. The king of nut butters, and only 3% of each jar is mashed up What? I don't want to eat cockroach. Oh. Why? You close the pantry door as best as you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. Search the cabinets. The cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware and, oddly enough, the utensils. Grab a plate and a knife. This is the last ingredient you need to make your peanut butter and jelly. Time to get to work. Yeah, just close things. So filthy. You close the cabinet and look back to the rest of the kitchen. Make the peanut butter and jelly. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations, you can feed yourself. All of that hassle, and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. I'm done in the kitchen. Congratulations, you've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? Might as well head to town. There's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. If you have known you wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral is the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. Continue down the path. It's really pretty out here. Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as the guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up. There are windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane as you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Oh, it's a dog! Gretchen, come back. Quit bothering strangers. Oh, I haven't seen you around here before. Hold. The young woman is noticeably flustered by your appearance. It's a phenomenon that you, as a Holt, are all too familiar with. Oh yeah, sure. Sorry about Gretchen. She can be very slippery when she wants to be. Hope she didn't scare you. Aw, she's so cute. I love bugs. She's so cute. Thanks, she is cute. Sure, most of her teeth are falling out and she got a couple of weird grow. But for a 17-year-old bug, that's pretty good. She's 17? That's gotta be really old for a dog, right? It sure is. She's about 84 in dog years. I'm hoping she beats the current record holder and makes it to 19. Or better yet, 20. The more time we get together, the better. Isn't that right, Gretch? Ah, but what am I doing? I got so caught up in the excitement of meeting someone new that I entirely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of cool folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Introduce yourself. Hey, I'm Demon. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? That's the only person I can think of that would come to the town for a funeral. How's she's holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her. All holed up in the big house. I'm worried about her. Even though we just met a couple of hours ago, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried about her. She's always been a little rough around the edges, but I figured she'd probably be having a rough go of things. She and her mom were really close. To think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there. Even if she doesn't think so herself. Thanks for letting me know, by the way. How long have you known her? Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everybody knows everybody else, as far as they can remember. Debbie and I got a little close when we were both in the school production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated, and that was that. Oh, if you just go to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Follow her. Free food. A pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air in contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate. The diner is filled with the comforting dim of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Hey everyone, I'm Demon. Just in town for the funeral. Nice to meet you all. The woman behind the counter beams back at you. Hello there, welcome to the Hollow. You just let us know if you need anything, okay? You nod politely, giving a small wave as you and Stella slide into the nearest booth. Looks like you'll probably be the talk of the town for a while. It's not often folks around here meet many strangers, and with who you're related to, well, folks love their gossips, you know? Hey Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They gracefully place a cup of specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Aw, shucks, thanks Avery, can I have some sugar? Already taken care of, I know you like your coffee drowned in cream and sugar. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Anything for you, darling? Order coffee. Just coffee, thanks. No problem. Avery pours the fragrant brew into an empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Should have gone for the biscuit. They're really good, but I guess you got all the week. Maybe you get one tomorrow. Anyway, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there's any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. Cool. Sounds neat, maybe I'll check some of these things out. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill some time for the rest of the week? What's your angle here? My angle? I would never have an angle. She definitely has an angle. Okay, so my job means I spend a lot of time in the woods with the camera, and it's always better with someone else is there too. Before Stella can finish, Avery turns, Biscuit and Zhao. Hey, Winnie wanted to give you a biscuit. On the house, she sends her condolences. Didn't have to do that. Oh, you didn't have to do that. It looks great. No worries. Hope you enjoy it. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth, as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Whoa. Whoa, this is a really good biscuit. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not gonna go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm gonna do it for you. Stella signs. I'm a YouTuber. Wow, that's rad. I've never met a YouTuber before. I'd love to check out your channel at some point. Oh, thanks. It's nothing much. It pays the bills, but it's mostly a passion product, you know? She's selling herself short, Demon. Her stuff is amazing. She hunts cryptids. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. Not the lake, but you know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Katawa River Runner. I didn't expect much out of that outing at the time, but it wound up being my most popular video by far. So the River Runner is a cryptid that only know from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts that they saw something big and weird in the Katama River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in the river. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I also had people saying it was a dog, or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Oh yeah, totally a dog. Or wait, a beaver. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's totally a dog. Or wait, is it a beaver? Hold on just a second there. What is that? Right? My comment section went nuts with this footage, and from there it spread to Twitter pretty fast. There were polls for days, I even had actual experts weighing in. It was all a really cool experience, and it meant the video did some pretty great numbers. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries were missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animals as pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Exactly, some exotic pet owners set it free and now it will forever roam the Katamba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you want to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. Whoops, sorry Avery. It's okay, I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See you all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. What's a skunk ape? It's like Bigfoot, but smellier. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but when I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck, playing tug of war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say, want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against the darkening sky, that sort of thing? Oh, it's not like I have anything else going on. Such enthusiasm. It will be fun, I promise. This was something I used to do with my middle school buddies all the time, and there was never a dull moment. That's actually how this channel got started. Me and Kaneka and Reese running around in the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. You know, that gives me a thought. Since I've already invited another person along, it might be fun to extend the invitation to my old chums. See if we can't make it a little reunion special or something. No, I guess Kaneka has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his hidey hole if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? It feels like it's been forever. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or... Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind... Oh, I was just calling to ask if you want to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. She's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for Skunk Ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring her. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Looks like it's just me and you and me, pal. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Why? He's excited to meet you, of course. I think you find most folks in town are. Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He had a lot going on in the past, gosh, 10 years or so, but I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave the house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious, you'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. That'd be nice. I love to meet your friends. Awesome, I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down, since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait, we've got a Skunk Ape to hand. So we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a first good impression. It's not like you ask to come to this diner or ask for Avery to stand by and chat with you and Stella. And on top of that, you didn't even pay for any food, so why should you leave a tip? What is there to tip for? You get up from the table, guilt-free, as Stella pulls out a $5 and lays it on the table. Thanks for the coffee, Avery. See you later. She turns to leave the diner as you follow close behind. I already thought that she would do that. Because she said she would pay, so... I was kinda hoping she would tip, because I might need more money later in the game. I don't know. It hadn't been very cold when we first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization, and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel strangely calm. The setting sun paints beautiful colors in the sky, fresh air fills your lungs, and pleasant songs of crickets trill around you as night descends. This is where you're supposed to be, with Stella by your side, a sweet smile on her face, and Gretchen plodding along in front without a care in the world. I gotta love this brisk fall weather. The past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet, until the next summer, which always finds a way to be much worse. It's just nice to feel chill in the air and see the leaves change. Like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids, like ghosts and what's not? Ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. I was always just me and my camera in an old house, getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When it's all said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves, I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of a cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist. Because if they really are out there, geez, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's hope all of that is just bunk. Am I right? Anyways, what's up? Has anything bad ever happened on these hikes? You know, just curious. Let me think. There was a time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff. But he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a couple of months to heal. All in all, not too bad. Though I guess there was also the time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the wampus cats were actually skunks, who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie she is not. It took an hour about to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later I was right as rain, so it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was a time I accidentally stumbled into old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later, I barely count on it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. Let's move on. Did you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Same to you, Stella. You're always jumping and nodding, girl. Ooh, sorry for being jumpy, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, just old Duke. Now, what the hell are you looking for way out here? Skunk ape. Sorry I ask. And who's this you suckered into coming with you? Wait, Wait a tick, you aren't... Is that... Yep. I see, welcome to the holler. My condolences, I'll keep you in my prayers. Now both of y'all head back to town, you hear? It's best to steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter, and won't be too appreciative if a couple fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put the damned camera down. Ah, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know, I learned from the best. That you did, but I've yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about skunkabuggers or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week. I can't afford to lose many more than that. I'm so sorry to hear that. But I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. I ain't no Skunk Ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been in these woods as long as I have. These sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that that's what's been getting at my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There haven't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by Jesus like me. You make me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. They were calling me all kinds of names just for seeing things with my own eyes that I know to be true. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's possible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a full face of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. Okay, we'll go home. What? Good. I'm glad you got some sense. Stella needs somebody like that around. But I've got a film tonight. The video needs to be out by tomorrow evening so I can keep on schedule. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor. And who knows what that will mean for my career. No, Stella. We should leave. We should leave and we shouldn't come back. You turn and wink at Stella as softly as you can. She immediately picks up what you're putting down. Alright, Duke. Maybe you've got a point. Come on, Demon. Let's go back to town. Maybe my viewers won't be too angry with me. Glad to hear you're finally seeing some sense, Stella. You two run along now and stay safe. Well played, Demon. Really threw him off the trail by pretending you were going back to town. Now, come on. I know how we can loop around without him noticing. Yeah, we sure fooled him. Sorry if I was a bit much, but I wanted to seem convincing. You did great. He'll never suspect a thing. And you don't have to worry about him finding us out here either. I've gone out trekking with Duke before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Might holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. Ahem. As night falls, my new assistant, the gorgeous Demon, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. I can take the camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we get to take in all this beautiful scenery. It's gorgeous out here, don't you think? It's breathtaking. The air is so clean and fresh, I feel like I'm breathing for the first time. It is. I'm glad you came out here. Gretchen has no appreciation for beautiful mountain vistas, and it gets old saying wow into the empty expanse every time I come out here. It's nice to have someone to say wow with. Your quiet moments with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. And that has come for me at least. Goodbye, cruel world. Remain silent. Did you hear that? That's the sound deer make when they want to warn the rest of their herd about big scary predators like us. Let's check it out. Was that a deer? As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for a flashlight. Jesus, what's that on his face? A single deer remains behind, staring down the lights of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. And then it's gone. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down, you're gonna hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato, and they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? There was something wrong with the deer. Did you see its face? Now that you mention it, there was something a little off. I bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. That was really big for a tumor. It's not like wild animals can get those taken care of, so they just get bigger and bigger. Poor thing, but there's not much we can do about it. Well, that got my heart rate up. I'm ready for the hunt. Same for me. How about we take a quick snack break to fuel up, and then we get right into the night's activities. I've got all the best trail snacks. Ooh, snacks. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. I like the apricots. You grab a handful of dried apricots. I actually dried these myself. I wound up getting a bunch of apricots from free from Danny a while back and didn't know what else to do with them. It's wild how easy it is to make your own dried fruit. Really? Maybe I should try it out. Yeah, you should just slice up some of your fruit of choice and put it in the oven like 200 degrees, set a timer for 4 hours, and you come back to a whole mess of dried fruit. Do make sure to set a timer though, that's the most important part of cooking. Honestly, never assume you'll be able to tell how much time has passed. I guess that actually applies to a lot of things. You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. So, tell me, what's it like in Dance? Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what's it like to be demon. I live in an apartment with a difficult roommate. I didn't find this guy. An old roommate of mine had to move in, and then they left and just stuck me with him. He's not the worst roommate I ever had, so I can't complain too much. The biggest issue is his complete lack of respect for any boundaries. He sleeps on the couch in the common area most nights, always unclothed. He steals bites of my food, which he thinks he's being really sneaky about. But there's nothing sneaky about taking a huge bite out of a freshly made sandwich when there are only 2 of us living there, even if I'm in the other room when it happens. And he infringes on my privacy all the time too. If I close the door to my room, he'll just start screaming and sometimes even attack the door until I open it. Then just walk away. It's like he has a complex about closed doors. Which of course also means he doesn't close the door when he's doing his business. Sometimes almost like he wants me to watch them. And at least once a week he somehow misses and leaves these big pee puddles, which I always wind up stepping in. It's gotten to the point that I think he's causing lasting damage to the house, and no matter what I say or do, it just doesn't get through to him. Anyway, sorry for the rant, but I could go on for hours about this guy. I mean, he's a cat, yeah, but he's a particularly horrible cat, and it's not like I can just give him away or anything. That would be cruel. Wait, he's a cat? Like the animal? Yeah, his name's Truck. I'm terrified I won't get my security deposit back because of what he's done to the place. So, what do you do for a living? What should I pick? I like this one. Sometimes street smart and hot. I'm a first-year associate at a big law firm. I was fortunate enough to get hired right out of law school by a big firm, which means I spend 80 hours a week poring over 1,000+ pages long documents for people who don't even know my name, so that maybe, possibly in 3 to 5 years I can pay off my $250,000 student loan. Yeah. Yikes, buddy, and here I figured lawyers were rolling in it. If I manage to make it past 3 years of this, I'll be set, but a lot of people don't last that long. Being dropped off at your apartment by a town car every night at 2 AM only to have it come back to pick you up 3 hours later has a way of really stretching things out. That doesn't sound great, not gonna lie. Is it too late to switch of careers? Maybe being a lawyer just isn't what it was cracked up to be. I'm in it for the long haul. I've put so much time and money into this, I can't back out now. I've already come so much further than some of my classmates, and if I keep it up, I might be able to retire one day and enjoy life. I guess it's good you have that to look forward to, and maybe this trip will... this sentence just doesn't make sense for me. And maybe this trip will you a little taste of what you have to look forward to. Sitting there staring at the stars, getting ready to discover new truths. I hope it's a soothing balm for your poor tired soul. A crisp breeze passes over you. What about you? What's your living situation? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. I gather your parents aren't exactly around anymore. Yep, you got it. They died a few years back. But it's okay, I've done my mourning, life goes on. And we will get to live in our beautiful family home, just me and Gretchen. It could be a lot worse. I'm sorry for your loss. I don't know what else to say, I'm just so sorry. That's okay, I know it's weird, especially since we just met today. Oh. Stella immediately packs her bag and slings it over her shoulder. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no kidding, whatever made that sound, I've never heard anything like it, and it's close. Here, hold Gretchen's leash for me, and let's check this out. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the bush. As you approach, a series of weak clucks go out from a nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. Jesus! What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2-3 feet tall? Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out skunk ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. It looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. Do we have to? Now's not the time to hesitate. If we're catching this thing, we gotta now. Oh, it kinda stole a chicken. Are you sure? Stella sprints into the woods in pursuit, leaving you no choice but to run after her, Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by a leash. I would have so picked up the puck already. Oof. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something. Oh no, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Oh Jesus, it's still alive. Don't go near that. Jesus, Stella, don't go near that. The thing is deceased. Oh, I actually was like, don't go near that, because that thing will probably ambush you. Don't worry, I'm not gonna touch it. Not with my hands, at least. And hey, I'm sorry that this is turning out to be so grisly. I swear that is not normally like this. We can go home after I film this, if that's what you want. I'm committed to this. Please, I'm committed to get to the bottom of this. I just didn't want you to pick up some weird sort of cryptid disease or something like that. Good to hear, and sorry I have doubted your resolve. Let's film this and continue the hunt. Ahem. It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, Fox, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I think there's much that can be done for her. I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Geez, I'm gonna have to put up some massive content warnings for this video. Hey, do you hear that? What in Sam Hills are you two doing out here? Didn't I tell you to? Birdie? Oh, Birdie, what's wrong, darling? Oh, God. Did y'all see what did this to her? On the same team here. Duke, we're on the same team here. We both want to know what happened to Birdie as much as you do right now, so we'll get to the bottom of this, I promise. We were on the trail when we found her, like this. Whatever did this to her, I think we can hear them in the trees. Put that camera away, for God's sake, girl. I don't want to be in another one of your videos. No one needs to see me like this. No one needs to see Birdie like this. You wouldn't put her online, would you? Not when she's like this, all swollen and hurting. Duke, did you hear me? I think they're coming closer. Come out, you sons of bitches. Duke, don't shoot them. We have no idea what will happen. You hear that, Stella? This ain't the sound of something peace-like. Whatever these things are, they'll pay for what they did to my girls. Come on, you. Whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen finally strains against the harness. Oh God. I'm going for the dog, man. Sorry. You dive forward and scoop Gretchen into your arms just before she managed to wiggle out of her harness. Not having the dog die. God damn it. Oh no, Duke! You hear her body hit the ground and then quiet as the chaos fades and the sounds of nature creep back in. Gretchen? Demon? Duke? Are you alright? Yeah. I'm okay. You? I'm okay. Gretchen whines and shakes in your arms. Gretchen, here, I'll take her. My poor little pup. Thanks for watching out for her. Duke, are you okay? Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God, Duke. Holy shit, what do we do now? What the hell are we supposed to do? Duke had a hunting accident by himself. What do you mean, what do we do now? Duke had a hunting accident by himself in the woods, that's it. Are you serious? We have footage of exactly what happened here. Sure, it's a little dark and shaky, but you can kind of make out the thing coming out of the woods. We can take it to the police. Duke's family deserves closure. Other people deserve to know what's out there. I don't trust cops. They always go for the easiest explanations, and in this case, that's me. They aren't going anything or little story about cryptids and tumorous growth, and there's a stranger from the big city visiting town. who was there to see a murder but was suspiciously out of frame when this supposed creature attacked. You're right, this whole thing is hard to believe. We need more footage. Come on, let's go after them before we lose our chance. Either way. It looks like Duke managed to tag one of them before he, you know... We should be able to follow the blood trail. Let's go while it's still fresh. As you and Stella push through the woods, the unearthly sound once again surrounds you. Oh god, they're back. There's a clearing up ahead. Stella stops in the tracks a few feet ahead of you. Holy shit, I think I'm gonna be sick. Jesus, what are those things? Oh god. A shriek pulls back into steady whispers as you and Stella stumble upon the putrid bodies of dozens of dead and dying animals. A sinking realization pulls at your gut. This is their nest and you are surrounded. More of those swellings. All the animals here have them. Or had them. We need to get out of here. The footage doesn't matter anymore. Let's just get the hell away from this nest. Agreed. Thank you, Stella. Thanks for agreeing. Just as you follow Stella and the mad dash through the woods, so too do the unearthly hollers and whispers of the nest. In the highest branches of the trees and down on the forest floor, they're all around you, casually keeping pace with your all-out sprint. Why are they not attacking? We're almost there. As you and Stella reach the main road, the cries of the creatures fade back into the sounds of nature. It sounds like they stopped following us. Are you sure we shouldn't call the cops? Yeah, I'm goddamn sure. They're only going to make things worse. Okay, but we got to take this to someone. My friend's mom knows about all sorts of supernatural stuff, and she's usually up at this hour. Let's head over to her place. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Now that you're back on the main road, you must finally be getting reception again. Oh, crap. 6 mixed calls from Tabitha. And 13 text messages. Call her. You try and call Tabitha back, but it goes straight to voicemail. Text her that you're okay. You text Tabitha back and let her know you're okay. Your message sits unread. Tabitha's been blowing up my phone. I guess she must be worried about you. My friend's place is on the way back to Tabby, so we should be able to stop there first. Let's do it. Awesome, let's go. Jesus, all those animals. The general store. This must be where Stella's friend Kanika lives. I hope she's still awake. Demon. Jesus. Oh god, is that Duke? You and Stella turn to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Welcome home. Oh no. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. A middle-aged woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wei. I can't help you tonight. You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. Damn, that was creepy. I'm sorry about it, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who is this? Hi, Mrs. Forsyth. This is Demon. Is it okay if we come in? Of course, of course. You're in luck. I put on water for hibiscus tea. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you, Demon. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she'd been sorely missed in the holler. And now poor Perlane is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. How did you know that my mom died? Oh, Perlane was a chatty woman. Not much went on that I wouldn't get an earful of, bless her heart. I never met Berlane. You don't have to pass on your condolences to me. I have no feelings about the woman. That's fair, child, but it seemed like the right thing to do. Regardless, I am sorry about your mother. We were good friends for many years, you know. You should come by sometimes. I can delight you with the unsavory tales for youth. Who was that outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him. We need your help. Ah, yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? I'm not so sure I follow, dear. I know which oils to use for which aches, but I know a bit about classical spiritualism. Just what sort of unexplainable things are you talking about? Duke was killed tonight by something in the woods. Oh my lord, have you contacted the police? No. It just didn't seem believable. That's why we came here first. Those things out there, I don't even know how to describe them. I can't say know much about local wildlife. My daughter has always had a brighter gift for nature than I. This wasn't the local wildlife, Mrs. Forsyth. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls out her camera and turns the screen towards Sybil. Where was this? Up the mountain, to the northwest. Within the town limits? Yes. I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I need to plug the memory card into the computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You better come with me, Stella. I'm sure she'll be more willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Also, your water is boiling. Kanika, come on out. We can use a little help. What, Mom? Oh. Hey, Stella. And Gretchen, who's a good potato. And a stranger. A cute stranger. Did you just call me cute? No, you must have misheard me. You must be Tabitha's cousin. Yep. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and our friends have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess, I'll just bring it out here. Heads up, Kanika, this is graphic. Duke got killed out in the woods tonight. It's on the recording. Wait, are you serious? Duke's dead? We can watch this without you. You know I have a harder stomach than any of our friends, so I'm pressing play. Silence rushes over the room as the video plays. Stella, what the hell is this? It's kind of sad that we didn't get footage of the nest though. I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Demon and I have no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? Did you get hurt? I'm fine, really. I'm okay. Well, I'm not fine. The other three look at you, unsure of what to say. Poor Duke. Poor Bo. Has anyone told him yet? Right now we're just trying to pull ourselves together. I'll call him later tonight. But for now we have something far more serious to discuss. I agree, those things are still out there. And as long as they are, most people are in danger. So very true, but not for the reasons you think. These things, my grandmother called them ditchlings. They're a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Mom, come on, whatever doing this serious, stop scaring Stella and Demon with this Dilippo crap. A man just died, have some respect. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. The creatures themselves are harmless to people, despite the grisly scene in the woods. How can you say that? Duke is dead. An unfortunate accident and nothing more. Just as birds flocked before the storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. To see one is to be cursed by fate. To see so many in one place is... Sybil holds her silence. Jesus, Mom, they've clearly had a rough night. They don't need this. It's okay, Kanika, this is helpful. Stella, whatever these things are, they aren't magic. We can't rule that out, not after what we saw. But fine, let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to these animals. You saw that nest? What were these groves? Maybe they're making more of themselves. Yeah, maybe what we're seeing here is some sort of parasitic larval stage, part of their life cycle. But I don't want to jump to any conclusion about something this out there, not without doing some research or talking to a biologist. I'm sure there's a rational explanation that'll clear all of this up. Oh dear, I've forgotten entirely about the tea I put on. Let me fix you up a couple of cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. I don't know, it's getting late, and I should let Demon get some rest. I ran a ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror. I can keep going, I'm still wired. I can stay out, I'm still wired from everything that happened. Ha, okay, maybe it's that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual forums to see if anyone has information on ditchlings. Is that what you call them? That's right, you go on home now, and do try to get some rest, don't stay up all night on the line. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Bye Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks Kanika, see ya. Bye Demon. It's excellent iced or warm, though with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. Alrighty, let's head back home. My home, I mean. And here we are. Welcome to stay the night if you want. I should probably head back and check on Tabitha. That's sweet of you. Are you sure you're okay heading back up the mountain alone? Sybil said so things were harmless. Sybil said that the ditchlings are harmless. I think I'll be okay. It's not far. Well, I won't stop you if you really want to go back. Here's my number. Call me when you get there, okay? And good luck. I'll see you tomorrow? Yeah, we're in this together. Yeah, we are. Stay safe, buddy. You began the long hike back up to the Scarlet Estate alone. Continue down the path. Almost home. You've made it. Your salvation in sight, you make a mad dash to the door. As you reach for the knob, the door swings open. Where the hell have you been? I texted you back. As soon as I had reception. Did you? I didn't notice. Do you know someone named Wayne? I have no idea what you're talking about. I met this girl in town and we hit it off. Look, I got suckered into something, sorry to worry you. This Stella girl had me come with her on the night hike to find cryptids. Oh, so you met Stella? Then, that explains everything. And she's getting you all worked up. I'm going to bed, I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, you don't want to hang out? I'm still all hyped up on adrenaline from tonight. I would love to just hang out for a little while. Cool down a bit. No, I'm not going to hang out with you. It's late, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. Don't do anything stupid while I'm asleep. Just go to your room and sleep. You're alone in this state. The sound of the wind whistling through the house gives you an uneasy feeling in your gut. It's probably best to turn in and try to leave the night behind you. As you settle into your room, you remember that Stella asked you to call her once you got back. Call her. You pull out your phone and call. Hey, how are you? Did you make it back? Yeah, how are you? Are you okay? Totally fine. I mean, as fine as I could be, I guess. You don't have to worry about me. Go get some C's, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. From the relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seems like something that happened to someone else. Though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in these moments, for now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you wake up in a normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin. It's a nice start, but deep down you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. I like the music. Oh, that must be Reese. Wait, is there blood on the floor? Yeah, I'm not going into a mine. Just asking for things to die. This is the end of episode 1. You can back the game on Kickstarter and get a discounted key for the rest of the game through the month of October. Oh, the ending was so tense. I already backed the Kickstarter, but if you're watching on YouTube, I put the link to the Kickstarter in the description, so you can check it out. And the first episode is free to play, so check it out on Steam. If you'd like to continue with your world state in episode 2, please save your game now. Continue. Oh, that was so nice. Well, my throat hurts a little bit, so I'm going to end it here. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will be back next week. So I hope you have a great rest of your week and have a great evening. And thank you for watching as always. See you next time. Bye.